let's dive back into this Shannon Sharpe, Uncle Shay Shay situation. You weren't here the last couple episodes, so you didn't get to give your 3 cents. Now, he was on Nightcap with Ocho, and he officially said what I predicted. He's losing sponsorships. They don't want their products anywhere near him. No one wants to be within 100 feet of him right now. His name is hot. He's looking ugly. ESPN claimed he was going back to ESPN, but old boy on the Joe Budden pod said he talked to 2 reps from ESPN, which said, he's not coming back regardless. It's over with. Mm-hmm. So this made me think of a speech Nansi Pelosi gave where she talked about how they use the media to smear people and basically ruin their image, whether they are guilty or not. So if y'all got your headphones, if you ain't heard it, I'm about to play the clip.
They don't want them to see that contrast, putting down hospitals and the rest of it. So they don't want them to see that contrast, so they focus on something else. And it's a diversionary tactic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident. But I think I'm worth the trouble putting down.
A wrap-up smear. This is literally the Democratic Party letting you know we will smear your name in the media because we know once it hits the media, 90% of people are going to take that as facts because they believe what goes in the media is the truth. Then we're going to merchandise what we put in the media. Meaning, we're going to smear your name so many times, every news channel you turn on, your name is going to be mentioned in a negative light. The way they did Diddy with his indictment. The man ain't went to trial, nothing. Charges are actually being dropped. But what stuck? Diddy party, baby oil, sex trafficking. Nobody care about the charges getting dropped, Cassie, lawsuits. Like, all they hear, the Diddy parties, the baby oil, and the sex trafficking. That it was complete. So whether Diddy beats it or not, that's forever on his name. Now they're doing it to Shannon Sharpe. They're pulling up every video they can on every blog site. I seen them pull up a video of Shannon doing the electric slide. And they say, yup, see, we should have known right here. I said, what the fuck? This is crazy. They pulling up every clip that he ever said anything about a female and somebody telling him to date his age and not his wage and using that against him. And everybody's retweeting it. They're making the cartoons. They're making the memes. Wrap-up smear. What y'all think about that?
They brought another video of him, and I don't know if y'all seen it, trying to say he was doing something with that assistant. Mm-hmm. Like they had the audio and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You heard it?
So they said that it was like a joking manner. Like he was, I guess, wrestling with her or something like that at work in a joking manner.
No, I'm talking about the dude.
You talking about the LGBT assistant that he take to the games. Exactly. Yeah, I saw that too.
And they started pulling all the receipts of how they've been together. Like, why would you be with a man just at this, doing that? Like they start going in on him.
I just think Shannon Sharpe, and I do believe in the wrap up smear, but I think some of these niggas help it happen, right? Like you're 54 years old, you fucking around with a 19-year-old white girl that's an OnlyFans chick, and you're doing race play. To me, that's blackmail waiting to happen, right? You from Choctaw, Georgia, wherever the fuck you from, you should know, stay away from that kind of bitch. And even just, people could say, oh, whatever, she's 19, you could date whoever you want to date, but in my opinion, at that age and you being your age, you remember being 19. Y'all remember girls at 19. They was super emotional, fuck around, ruin your life, do whatever, say whatever. They up one day, down the next. So you as a grown man with millions and businesses can't afford to be seen or be dealing with that type of girl in a tumultuous relationship because they was together for, a couple years. And I'm not going to say like dating, but they was fucking. So again, when you got a girl that's that little, she probably here and there feels like you guys are actually something. whatever you feeding her or not. And now she like, this is the get back. Unfortunately, you're on tape talking about I'm gonna choke you, and that don't sound like a sexual choke. It sound like, hey, if you say that again, I'm gonna choke the shit out you. So I just think Shannon Sharpe's too old to be this green in the game. You should know you getting recorded. You should have bitches signing NDAs. You should have stayed away from her in the first place because, again, she's 19 years old. She's on OnlyFans. These bitches are looking for a payday. And a lot of people say, well, why would he need to do this? He got bread, right? A lot of people don't understand. Like, if I go and crack something, if you go and crack something, you might have some money, but you don't got Shannon Sharpe bread. So the bitch gonna fuck with you because she really fuck with you. Whereas in Shannon Sharpe, they might not think he attractive. They might not actually fuck with him. They fuck with him for the bread. So they already looking at it like, you know what? I'll fuck this nigga over and not give a fuck at all. Because I really, really don't fuck with broad on my mind, my heart, my body, nothing. I'm here for the payday. You're a lick. I'm gonna get you where I want you, and then I got you. So she went and got Tony Busby, which we all know who he is. Right? So I don't think there's necessarily credibility. I don't think he's a predator or anything like that. I think they're in a relationship where shit got hot and he maybe said some things that, you know, niggas talk crazy, girls talk crazy. And unfortunately, she's using it against him now to defame him. But I think you're just too old and got too much bread to be this green. I just think this is some sucker shit for me. I'm gonna keep it 100.
You know what? You know some things too. I think Shannon Sharpe's ego has gotten beyond who he is. And what I mean is a lot of these stars don't really need to be doing podcasts, I we should say, or becoming, because you know a lot of NFL players keep their helmets on. They don't get the same type of attention as NBA players do. So now he's got a dose of that, even though he's been had money. But that attention needle he getting is on a different level. So he just feeling like a nigga. If you see the way he talk on the stuff with Ocho Cinco, the way he talk about women, a lot of the things that he chooses to do, it's like now he's like a kid in the candy store that ain't never really had nothing. So now he's just going wild. Now I know what people gonna say, he's an NFL star. He probably been getting pussy and all that. Some of these niggas, that type of attention that he's getting,
it's not the same.
Yeah, it's tearing his head up. So he probably thought he was above the program in a sense of what been going on. You ain't learned, like you said, from your peers of all these people under attack, especially our people when they get that money under attack, and then you go and put yourself in position for that. OnlyFans is basically equivalent of a prostitute. Like you just said, she wants the money at this point. You on OnlyFans at that point, you know she wants the bag. You should just dropped off the bag, messed with her, and left her alone. You having consensual, building a relationship with an OnlyFans star.
That's where he blew it, because
19.
the communication should have been limited to, I will hit you when I need your services.
Facts.
Here goes the bag. Come give me the service.
He fell in love.
He fell in love.
He didn't want people to know
green.
he's in love with that 19-year-old.
Exactly. He was green because they say usually he won't fall for that. When they try to hit him and reach out to him, he'll leave him on red, ignore him, get a new number. But for some reason, this little hottie, this little snowflake got to him. So I don't know what type of freaky shit she did, how much grip she had on that pussy. She did something, nigga. The double hand, got 3000, vacuum sealed, salt and pepper twist. That shit was hitting different, nigga, where he was texting her, good morning, beautiful. And
remember,
nigga, this bitch is on OnlyFans, cuz.
Supposedly, he met her in the gym, right? And he was pursuing her, and he was on her, and he's like, look, if you lose some weight, I'll get you a boob job. So he was already leading with money from the jump. Where it's like,
lose some weight, nigga. She like a.
I guess she was in a weight. I guess she was in a.
She got a nice ass. Don't get me wrong. The ass is crazy.
I guess it was like some type of weight loss challenge or some type of challenge at the gym. He like, yo, if you win, I get you a boob job. I get your boobs done. So you already lead with money. She like, oh, this is it. It's over.
He green. For sure.
But he knows he's gonna trick. But even at the end of the day, it's like Shannon Sharpe. What was you doing? You couldn't have obviously been thinking. You should have never fell in love with that thing. That's probably what he was hiding. He didn't want people to figure out he fell in love with a 19-year-old white girl, because they would have been killing him in the media for that. He's not going to walk around with her. But like you said, it should have just been a hit and quit, really. Or just, I don't even know. You should just left that alone, bro.
OnlyFans, bro. Now, he offered her $10 million. Somebody in her ear told her, hey, I just heard he got $100 million deal coming.
Mm-hmm.
$100 million. She said 10. I need 50. I need half of that new deal. That's where he blew it. I wouldn't have offered the bitch a red cent. I would have been leaking my own sex tapes because he said, yeah, man, I know the tape. 30 seconds of it gonna make me look bad. That must mean he probably choking her up. They role playing. So he calling her all type of little nasty bitches the way I be doing and all that. Like, I know what's going on. Maybe she doing some other shit. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, I would have been going out of my way to play chess and jump ahead of what I know she's about to do. I would have been leaking my own phone calls, my own text messages. I know what the fuck I text. I know what I've been saying. Because what she probably was doing was having him role play throughout the day. But in her mind, I'm gonna make this look like abuse on my behalf. On my end, I'm gonna make it look innocent. Like, I'm gonna play innocent, play like you aggressive. I like that. So in her messages, she probably like, why are you talking to me like this? And that's when he get to shut up, bitch, before I choke the shit out you. Even though I think that's AI still, that's what I think she was doing, was setting his ass up for the gusto.
I think so. And then you got, I mean, unfortunately, this isn't his first run-in where somebody's jumped out and accused him, or, you know, he's had a little stint where he's had to go sit down or, you know, avoid some shit. So how many times can you get in this situation where it's like, and again, he was on his show talking about, I don't even get in the elevator with girls if they by themselves. Are you sure, nigga? You sure you sure you don't get on the elevator with the white bitch when she by herself? Because you clapping a 19-year-old bitch fresh out of high school. Like I said, that's just, niggas could date young, do whatever they want to do, but come on, man. Like, you just too green for me. I don't understand that. I don't know who gave you the game, but it's crazy.
Shout out to Unc. I hope he beat the Chargers, though.
Unc, stay strong. It happens to the best of them, but you gotta be smarter. It's like, damn, cuz she probably had Cuz feeling like he was 19 again. That's why you fell in love with her. Like, Cuz thought
that's crazy.
She took him back. You know, that young energy, them took him back, had Cuz wilding out. Now she out there. I don't know, man. I ain't even gonna say all that.
Hey, you see Cuz out there with Bud trying to change the narrative. Niggas ain't trying to hear that.
That's why I said that. I said you took that rap. Niggas ain't going for that.
You heard the thing boxing with Bud. Niggas like, we ain't going for this one, Cuz. What's up with the messages, gang?
Yeah, that sucks because he just got, that's another thing too. I don't know if there's a way to stop putting your deals out there, but niggas gotta stop telling the world how much money they getting.
Why do they do that? But I think a lot of times the companies and other stuff be doing that. Yeah, like public knowledge. I agree with that though. For like, people shouldn't even be having to know how much they making. Like,
I was seeing it's a flip side to it too, right? Like, it's you getting 100 mil, or it's your publicists, your people putting out what you're gonna get offered, so that they'll offer you that or offer you more.
Yeah, okay, like a negotiating.
Yeah, like he got 100 mil. Okay, no, we gonna, you know, or give him less or more, and then maybe I only wanted 75, whatever it is. But I think niggas got to start being more low key about the bag they get into, because again, that's a red flag. If I know you got 100 million and you gonna collect on that, you gonna pay me out 5, 10 out of that, because if not, your 100 million gonna get held up for as long as the case.
Look, hold on. And did y'all see the messages about? And you know what? What's crazy is this nigga. This nigga's so motherfucking fake now. I just thought about it, because y'all seen all the messages about, he was talking bad about Dion.
Yeah.
Talking bad about all the NFL players. Yeah. He got a whole thing. He went crazy. They leaked the messages.
To who?
Niggas, was it?
I think her or the dude.
No, the dude, the gay dude.
Yeah.
But and the dude basically like, okay, cool. Like, basically, I didn't need to know all that. He was talking bad about Dion, talking bad about Stephon Diggs. This is why Shaq been going in on Cuz. Like, he just named the gang of people that he like, I don't fuck with. They're like, nigga, you was just at Colorado with Dion, smiling and everything else, acting like he was one of your main partners. Cuz went in on Ray Lewis. He went in on Ed Reed. I'm like, damn, this thing, what Ed Reed do to a nigga? That's crazy. And these
was confirmed real?
This is his messages. They leaked them. And for him, it's like, damn, Shannon Sharpe, you really a shiesty nigga on the low. And this is probably what the world is sending back his way too. You've been shiesty to people now. It's really coming back. That's what I'm starting to understand now. It's like, damn, you's a cold nigga. So they probably ain't no telling, somebody sent her at him.
Yeah, because him and Shaq got beef going on, and I'm like, damn, what was that about?
Matt Barnes leaked out the
Matt Barnes
audio about the bread and stuff. People looking for information. It's like, it get real cutthroat out there.
Man, it's ugly.
Can this be the rise of the fall of Shannon Sharpe? Soon, they say the quicker you get up there, faster you go down.
We'll see as details emerge.